Okay, bonjour tout le monde. As you have noticed, I am not in today. I have a concussion. I don't recommend it, but we're going to do a little bit of learning in my absence. Anyways, so just to recap, yesterday we talked about les pronoms objet, object pronouns, oui? And so they replace a noun, and they keep sentences and conversations from getting repetitive and boring. So basically, it's the difference between, do you like pizza? Yes, I like pizza, and I eat pizza every day. And for example, do you like pizza? Yes, I like it, and I eat it every day, which is, okay, still not fascinating conversation, but a lot less boring than the other. So, where do they go? In English, remember, they go after the verb. Do you like cats? Yes, I like them. Do you study French? Yes, I study it. In French, it is the complete opposite. You can't see it, but I'm making a gesture. Oui, flip it, hook it, flip it. En français, they go before the verb. Aimes-tu les chats? Oui, je les aime. Étudies-tu le français? Oui, je l'étudie. Exactement comme ça. So this was your homework, and I'm going to give you the answer. So get out your homework. Pause if you need to. And now we're going to go over the answers. Oui, so Mathieu adore les chiens. Mathieu les adore. Alfred drague les filles. Alfred les drague. Le ballon a frappé le garçon. Le ballon l'a frappé. Raoul ne finit pas ses devoirs. Raoul ne les finit pas. Edward n'aime pas attendre le bus. Il n'aime pas l'attendre. Taylor adore inviter ses amis à dîner. Taylor adore les inviter à dîner. Now, the thing that's important here that I want you to notice is that when you have more than one verb, for example, Taylor adore inviter ses amis à dîner, we take our object pronoun, which is replacing ses amis, and we put it before the last verb of the sentence. Taylor adore les inviter. Oui? Now, the thing that's worth noticing here is that if it's the passé composé, we treat it differently. We treat the passé composé as being one verb that happens to have two parts. So le ballon l'a frappé. But if you see actually two different verbs, usually aimer or adorer and then an infinitive, it's going to go before the last verb in that sequence. N'aime pas l'attendre. Oui? So, second half of the devoir. Loulou cherche le bureau de Monsieur Bevan. Loulou le cherche. Alex regarde la télé, Alex la regarde. Terry va chanter la Marseillaise, Terry va la chanter. Les élèves de Madame Penner-Hahn connaissent les verbes, ils les connaissent. Tammy va célébrer son anniversaire, Tammy va le célébrer. Fiona va étudier l'espagnol, Fiona l'étudie. Oui, c'est comme ça. Now, three more for you. Madame Penner-Hahn aime-t-elle notre classe? Oui, elle l'aime, elle aime la classe. Madame Penner-Hahn aime-t-elle ses étudiantes? Oui, elle les aime, elle aime les étudiantes. Madame Penner-Hahn nous aime-t-elle? Oui, elle nous aime. Now, the thing that's important here is that these are all basically asking the same question. Does she like our class? Does she like our students? Does she like us? But they're asking it in slightly different ways, and therefore we answer it in slightly different ways with the class, the students, or us. Okay? So far we've focused mostly on le, la, and les as object pronouns, but we also have me, te, nous, and vous, which mean respectively me, you as in one person, nous, us, or vous as in y'all. These are exactly the same as subject pronouns or in the case of nous, vous, or reflexive pronouns, actually. And that's because really the reflexive pronoun is a special case of an object pronoun, which we'll talk about in a bit. Oui? So let's do a little bit of translation. Je le regarde. What's that in English? It's I look at it or I look at him. Because remember, le can stand for a person or a thing. Je la regarde. I look at her or I look at it. Je les regarde. I look at them, where them is either a person or a thing. Je me regarde. I look at myself. And again, that's where it's the special case of the reflexive verb. Oui? Je te regarde. I look at you, one you who I know fairly well. Je nous regarde. I'm looking at us. I'm checking us out. We look pretty awesome. Je vous regarde. I am looking at all of you. Or I am looking at you, sir or madam. Oui. I didn't write those down. They're on the new sheet, but you can copy them down. Rewind a few seconds if you need to. Oui. I'll wait. Okay. Now the thing that I want you to be very careful of is that you agree with the actual subject of the verb. For example, if you want to write je vous, once I listen to you all, I listen to all of you, it's very easy to get caught and to say je vous écoutez because you've been drilling vous écoutez, vous écoutez, vous écoutez. It's not right. Je vous écoute. The first pronoun is your subject, and that's what your verb has to connect to. The vous is incidental. It's important, but it's not part of the subject itself. Oui? So, this is a little bit of practice, and I'm not going to give you the answers, but I want you to work your way through it. Take your sheet, pause this, review a little bit if you need to. You can use the verb aimer or adorer for love. Détester is good for hate. You can go with haïr if you really want to, but that's a little bit excessive, frankly. Right? So work your way through it and come back when you have a second. Okay, now turn over your paper, retournez votre papier, and we're going to do a little bit of listening practice. So for each sentence you hear, you're going to rewrite it using a pronoun. Oui, so le, la, or les, it might be another one as well. The world is unpredictable. So for example, if I say, Sarah prend le bus, you say, okay, what's Sarah taking? She's taking the bus. The bus, le, Sarah le prend. And you're going to write down Sarah le prend. Feel free to listen to these as many times as you like to go back to check that you're going to write these down and you're going to hand them into the sub at the end of the block. Okay? Très, très bien. Oui. So, numéro 1. Nous regardons la télé. Nous regardons la télé. Numéro 2. Elle cherche Monsieur Bevan. Elle cherche Monsieur Bevan. Numéro 3. Vous étudiez les sciences. Vous étudiez les sciences. Numéro 4. Ils veulent voir le film. Ils veulent voir le film. Numéro 5. Je ne vois pas le prof. Je ne vois pas le prof. Numéro 6. Je dois finir le livre. Je dois finir le livre. Numéro 7. Je sais parler l'espagnol. Je sais parler l'espagnol. Numéro 8. Je peux conduire la voiture. Je peux conduire la voiture. Numéro 9. Je ne veux pas préparer le dîner. Je ne veux pas préparer le dîner. Numéro 10. Vous devez faire vos devoirs. Vous devez faire vos devoirs. Numéro 11. Les élèves ne peuvent pas attendre l'été. Les élèves ne peuvent pas attendre l'été. Et numéro 12. Je vois toi et Max. Je vois toi et Max. So, rewind if you need to hear those again. Otherwise, make sure you've got it right and then hand this into the sub and you are done for today. Merci beaucoup, beaucoup, and I will see you hopefully on Monday. Ciao, ciao.